Just you, the wild, and the crackle of a fire under the stars. But sometimes, the woods hold secrets that shouldn't be disturbed.
Whatever it is more than 8 feet tall. The possibility of them being human is highly unlikely.
From shadowy figures lurking just out of sight to creatures that defy explanation.
What do you want from me?
These chilling moments caught on camera will leave you questioning what's really out there in the dark.
Go! No! Run! Run! Go away! Go away!
What began as a peaceful camping trip turned into a horrifying ordeal. Under the cover of night, a pale, grotesque creature emerged, slithering toward the unsuspecting campers. Panic erupted as they scrambled to escape its eerie, otherworldly presence. One camper's shaky cries echoed through the dark, while another, paralyzed with fear, struggled to flee.
Go! 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 Please!
The footage is haunting. This encounter with the unknown will leave you looking over your shoulder.
Go! 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 Please!
Pale creature chase. Exploring abandoned buildings often comes with an eerie sense of unease, but nothing could prepare this filmer for what they found. While scanning a decayed room with their camera, they turned a corner and froze. Sitting in the shadows was a pale, humanoid creature, its elongated limbs resembling something from nightmares. The being, disturbingly similar to the fabled rake, locked eyes with the camera before charging with inhuman speed. The filmer bolted, the camera shaking as they ran for their life. The footage captured every heart-stopping second, leaving viewers stunned. Was it really the rake, or something equally terrifying lurking in forgotten places? Who's there?
Go! No! Run! Run!
This group of friends met their nightmare while they were out having fun. They lit up a few fireworks but were interrupted by peculiar sounds coming from the forest. As they went to investigate, they spotted something that scared them. A pale creature was caught on camera coming their way, and they didn't have enough time to react. So they ran back to their campsite, but this unknown entity followed them and was seen again, right in front of the person recording. The creature, or cryptid, had unusual movement, and the video ended with the group still on the run.
What the hell? What the hell?
Scary cryptid. Chupacabra has haunted Mexican folklore for generations, but modern footage suggests it might not just be a scary story. A recent video captured a creature stalking a rural area, its hairless, hunched body and glowing eyes matching descriptions of the blood-sucking beast. Animal experts have ruled out known species, deepening the mystery. The person filming didn't stick around for long, sensing danger as the creature moved closer. They made a quick escape, leaving us with chilling footage of what might be proof of the legendary cryptid. Is this really El Chupacabra, or something even worse? Either way, the sight alone is enough to keep you up at night. Reptilian caught. The Amazon is full of mysteries, but this one might top them all. A blurry video shows what looks like a reptilian humanoid stalking through the jungle. Its scaly skin glints under the sunlight, and its large, reflective eyes hint at something not of this world. The cameraman kept a safe distance, capturing every eerie detail before the creature slipped deeper into the trees. Some believe it's evidence of the shape-shifting reptilian said to live among us. This encounter, far from prying eyes, could be the closest look we've ever had. If these creatures really are hiding in plain sight, this footage is a chilling reminder of what might be out there.
Holy crap!
Creepy ghost.
What do you want from me?
A local's late-night walk in the woods turned into a nightmare. Ahead, a figure appeared, its twisted legs bending in unnatural ways. It moved slowly, its jerking motions creating a horrifying silhouette against the dark trees. As it crept closer, its resemblance to Kayako Sayeki from The Grudge became impossible to ignore. The unnerving movements and deathly stillness of the figure had the local rooted in fear before they finally turned and ran. The video, shaky and terrifying, feels like watching a real-life horror film. Whatever was lurking in those woods, it's a good thing the locals managed to escape.
Why you keep following me?
Dogman scene. A group of friends wandering through the woods at night stumbled upon something that chilled them to the bone. Movement in the bushes caught their attention, and as they crept closer, they saw it. A towering figure with black fur and a face eerily resembling a dog, but distorted and unnatural. The creature's glowing eyes fixed on them, freezing them in place. The eerie resemblance to the dogman of folklore was undeniable, and the friends knew they were treading dangerous ground. Choosing caution over curiosity, they slowly backed away and left the area. That night, they realized the truth of the old tales. Some creatures are better left undisturbed. Russian monster. Two years ago, a chilling video emerged that left the internet buzzing with fear and speculation. Filmed in the thick, shadowy wilderness of Russia, it showed a massive, fur-covered creature following the cameraman. The air was heavy with silence, broken only by the occasional crunch of footsteps. The video's origin became a hot topic after a tourist claimed they'd been stalked by a Bigfoot-like monster in the same area. Though the footage is blurry, the looming presence of the creature is undeniable. If this is proof of the Russian Yeti, it's a terrifying reminder of what might be lurking in the most remote corners of the world. Crawling anomaly. Driving through a desolate stretch of Navajo reservation land late at night, a group of friends saw a figure up ahead on the road. Thinking it was a stranded hitchhiker, they slowed down to offer help. But as they approached, dread filled the car. From afar, it seemed human, but closer up, its face appeared grotesque, its features warped like a predator in disguise. Suddenly, it dropped to all fours, crawling away with unnatural grace. Its glowing eyes pierced the darkness as the friends sped off, terrified. Later, locals confirmed their worst fears. They had encountered a skinwalker, a creature infamous for stalking its victims in the dead of night. Haunting whiteface. A group of campers thought they were in for a relaxing night, but the woods had other plans. While sitting around the fire, they felt an eerie sensation, as if they were being watched. Scanning the darkness, their flashlights landed on a pale, ghostly face staring back at them. Its sharp features and cold eyes reminded them of Dracula himself, an image they'd only seen in stories. Panic set in as they realized the creature wasn't just watching, it was waiting. Understanding the danger, they fled without looking back. That night, they learned the hard way that some legends might just be real.
Shit, Joe.
Alien Down Under.
Oh, whoa. Standing right there.
One of the oldest and most chilling pieces of supposed proof of alien life comes from Australia. This video, filmed by a resident, shows a mysterious figure that many believe to be a gray alien, one of the infamous Zeta Reticulans. Rumor has it that this being appeared after a UFO crash in Queensland in the late 1900s. The creature seemed to watch the man from afar, appearing and disappearing without warning. Attempts to contact authorities always ended the same. The alien would vanish before help arrived. The idea that this being has survived undetected for so long raises unsettling questions about what might truly be out there. Real ghost on camera.
Oh no!
Late one night, A group of friends took a shortcut through a wooded path and stumbled upon a sight that froze them in their tracks. Perched on a tree branch, illuminated by moonlight, was a figure cloaked in white. At first, they thought it was just a person resting, but its stillness and faint glow told a different story. The figure seemed almost translucent, and its head tilted as though it was watching them. As they backed away, the group realized this wasn't a chance encounter. It felt purposeful, almost as if they had been lured into this ghostly meeting. They hurried away, but they'll never forget this creepy encounter. Twisted encounter. While driving home one evening, a local spotted a figure on the roadside. At first, it looked like an ordinary person, but as the headlights illuminated it, the figure's twisted limbs and unnatural gait became disturbingly clear. It moved jerkily, as though its body wasn't entirely its own, its legs bending at impossible angles. The driver slowed down, torn between helping what seemed to be someone in distress and fleeing from the unsettling sight. The figure turned its head sharply, revealing hollow, blackened eyes that made the decision easy. He sped off without looking back. Wood cryptid. They didn't even see it standing right in front of them. As one of the friends started to record their hiking trip, something could be seen standing on the side of the trail. It was a short, dark creature that stood there without moving a muscle. The wood creature was also weirdly deformed in a bizarre way, but shockingly, none of them even saw it, which is why some people think that this was a cryptid that had hid itself by camouflaging with the environment. Glowing eyes.
Something's watching my dog.
Something horrifying was watching the dog from the darkness. Glowing eyes were caught on camera peering from the night's darkness as it stalked both the dog and the owner. These creepy eyes quickly moved behind the tree, and even the dog was on alert, but he did not know what exactly he felt was watching them. The glowing eyes returned and were staring directly at the person recording. No way did those eyes belong to an animal.
Something's watching my dog.
Actual demon on tape. There's something especially terrifying about the woods, something about the darkness that hides what shouldn't exist. In this footage, filmed somewhere in the dense North American forests, a lone explorer accidentally captured a chilling sight, a shadowy figure with glowing eyes that seemed to pulse with malevolence. The creature, barely distinguishable from the surrounding darkness, moved silently, its presence almost unnoticed. The explorer, sensing the danger, quickly left the area, sparing us from what could have been a disastrous confrontation. What remains now is a lingering sense of dread, the knowledge that something sinister is out there, blending seamlessly into the forest's shadows.
Tá parecendo lobisomem não. Parece mais gato com...
Bigfoot, or humanoid. Deep in the woods, an ordinary hike turned into something straight out of a nightmare. A lone figure, massive and humanoid, appeared between the trees, its every step deliberate and heavy. The video, shaky with fear, sparked immediate debate online. Was it Bigfoot, the legendary cryptid, or some other humanoid creature? Critics dismissed it as a hoax, but the creature's sheer size and stature were hard to argue against. Whatever it wasn't ordinary, and its presence sent shivers down viewers' spines. If this truly was Bigfoot, the hiker may have just come face to face with one of the most enduring mysteries of the wild. Horror footage. You'd think Sasquatches couldn't get any scarier, but what if they're not the way we've imagined them to be? Just see this. As a lost hiker traversed the thick trees, he encountered a tall, burly creature with a stature that could easily put most NBA players out of the court. But all jokes aside, you can tell this is no ordinary creature. Many think this is actually what a Sasquatch looks like. Nightmarish, jagged, and downright terrifying. And what we've been seeing as Sasquatches until now is quite far from the reality. Welp, let's hope this is miles and miles away. Barnyard Witch. Jinns are evil, demonic ghost-like creatures that can take the form of anything and anyone they want. They live in abandoned places, spots where evil broods. Occasionally, though, jinns get caught in their humanoid form. Like this one, clearly caught off guard by a couple of urban explorers who had no idea they'd run into an actual female jinn when they entered an abandoned barn. I'm no expert, but maybe a jinn is rendered powerless when it's still mid-transition, which might explain why this one is behaving so unusually. That's all we get to see, but I'm sure things turned out fine. Trail Bigfoot. Everyone was stunned after what was captured on this trail camera. Late at night, the cam picked up strange movement from behind the tree. Just then, a large Bigfoot was caught walking out. Since it was 9 a.m., the creature was difficult to identify, but it was covered with thick, dark fur. Its shape and size were too big to be of an animal, which has convinced people that it was a real Bigfoot. Dogman sighted. For the past decade, Brazilian farmers were terrorized by a mysterious creature. It would appear in witching hours, feasting on their livestock, and somehow always escaping their eyes. They lived in fear for years, until one day, a cleverly placed trap finally caught it. A mangled body with a dog-like head, but a figure that clearly betrayed the species. This grotesque creature was said to be the Dogman, a creature first seen in the late 1800s, and occasionally since then. It is believed this Dogman was apprehended by the authorities and never spoken of again, leaving villagers in confusion and unease. Bizarre creature. A wood imp was seen in the woods of Nebraska, and unlike other creatures, it knew how to socialize, or at least was trying to. The forest dweller had a strange face with a distorted, punched nose, unusually large ears, and a mohawk hairstyle. It was entirely green and had a peculiar, raspy voice.
How you yumbo? How 20?
The creature seemed to be interacting with the person recording, but where other videos can be seen as real, this one was obviously fake. Real footage. You will not believe what these hikers caught on camera. While hiking on Mount St. Helens, they accidentally knocked over a couple of boulders, which caused a landslide. Although everyone was safe, something was disturbed in the wilderness. One of the hikers noticed movement far away. A large, dark creature could be seen running away from the location in the middle of the forest. There was no mistaking it. The creature was a Sasquatch due to its height and size. It also looked back as if it noticed their presence before disappearing in the woods. Fake UFO video. The footage claims to show a shiny UFO that has landed in the middle of the woods, and this person just so happened to be nearby. But he wasn't the only one there, as a tiny, gray, and extremely blurry alien could be seen walking up to the landed craft. This extraterrestrial entity was also really thin, and paid no attention to the person right there. As it gets into the UFO, it begins to rotate, then hovers above the ground, and quickly takes off. All of this is clearly fake, and honestly, it wasn't even edited properly to look remotely convincing. Bigfoot sighted. We all know the stories of Bigfoot, but hearing about it is nothing like seeing it for yourself. A hiker, hidden behind trees, caught footage of a massive, towering figure walking through the woods. Its shaggy frame and powerful stride left no doubt it was Bigfoot. Luckily, the creature seemed focused on its path, unaware of the camera rolling nearby. The hiker stayed frozen, heart pounding, knowing one wrong move could attract its attention. As the figure vanished into the dense forest, the video became undeniable proof that Bigfoot isn't just a legend. Encountering it in real life, that's a whole different kind of fear. Real orc footage. Wandering alone is risky, but stumbling upon a monster is a whole new level of danger. A camper lost in the wilderness filmed a grotesque creature with ripped, distorted features straight out of a nightmare. Its face twisted with rage, and it moved with an unsettling speed. The camper barely escaped as the creature charged. His terrified screams were caught on camera, and the footage ends with the lens hitting the ground. The resemblance to an orc from The Lord of the Rings is uncanny, making some wonder if the stories are rooted in something real. Whatever it was, this camper is lucky to be alive after encountering it. Camper's fright.
Couldn't catch that if I... Dude, I got my knife right here.
Here's a video that'll make you rethink everything. As these joyous campers set up for the upcoming night, one of them caught a glimpse of an ungodly creature. It appears for a mere few seconds, but those are enough to shake you to your core. It dips away quickly, leaving the campers in shock. Only later, when they reviewed the video, did they realize the extent of their encounter. This wasn't a monkey, or in fact, any recognizable primate. And if it really was the stuff of nightmares, who knows how long it had been keeping an eye on them, and what for? Moonlight monster. It wasn't a dog, a mutated animal, or anything recognizable. This creature, pale as the moonlight itself, crouched low near a jungle campsite just 6 months ago, sending waves of terror through the campers who spotted it. Its strange appearance reminded some of the Rake, a horrifying humanoid cryptid. However, this creature seemed to be caught in a strange, half-transformed state, neither fully animal nor human. Some believe it was attempting to shift into its humanoid form, but failed. Luckily for the cameraman, it stayed in this state, because if it had completed its transformation, he might not have lived to share the footage. White figure. Driving home on a desolate road late at night, a local was met with a sight that made his blood run cold. On the roadside, standing perfectly still, was a figure dressed in white. It didn't move. It didn't even seem to breathe. The driver's instincts screamed danger as he realized what he was looking at: a ghostly apparition. The eerie stillness of the figure was enough to send him into a panic. Without hesitation, he floored the gas pedal, speeding past the entity and refusing to look back. That night, he learned some encounters are better left unexplored. Creepy capture. A security camera captured a scary sight late one night. Behind some bushes, a strange creature sat quietly. It stayed hidden for a moment, then peeked out, showing its face. The creature was purplish in color, with sharp features and a devilish smile. The creature's appearance seemed straight out of a nightmare, like a demonic figure from an old legend. The footage spread quickly, with one unsettling thought: whatever that being was, it was no ordinary creature. It was far darker. Field cryptid. In East Texas, a farmer was out in his fields one night when he spotted a figure in the distance. It sat still, but its dark color and the white, creepy face were impossible to ignore. As the farmer watched, the figure suddenly rushed toward him. The speed and force of its movement shocked him. Without thinking, he turned and started running. The creature didn't look like anything he'd seen before. Its shape was strange, like a cryptid from old tales. Such creatures are known from myths and sightings, but no real proof exists. Whatever it was, that night, the farmer learned some myths might be closer to reality than anyone imagined. Small humanoid. Two men came across this peculiar humanoid creature somewhere in Southeast Asia. The creature had unusually gray skin, white eyes, and a protruding snout, much like that of apes. Also, it was acting in a rather strange way. While many in the paranormal community have dismissed it as a hoax, I do think it could be an unknown primate. Weird creature. Spotted in an unknown location. Here, have a look at this creature that was sighted in the middle of the road. It was extremely skinny and had unusually large arms. Even the head seemed extremely unnatural. It has a weird skin color and seems to be acting in a strange way. I don't know whether it was trying to stop the person or lure them into a trap. What do you think? Crooked creature. Two friends were camping at night when they noticed movement in the shadows. A pale figure emerged, tall and strange, with long, crooked limbs hanging unnaturally. It crept toward them, and they knew that a rake-like creature coming towards them would have only one reason for its visit: to capture them! Without hesitation, they ran into the woods. The last sounds were their hurried footsteps. Then everything went silent, leaving onlookers unsure of what happened to them next. Peru's face peeler. Roughly a year ago, Peruvian tabloids reported multiple incidents involving a mysterious creature, which would allegedly run out from behind the trees and tackle humans. Although many people were mysteriously vanishing from the village, most locals chalked it off to them getting lost in the woods. But after they saw this, they knew they were in trouble, and the myth of the Peru face peeler was no longer just their imagination. Scarily, nobody knows who recorded this. The video was recovered off of a camera that was found abandoned, so the end of the Peruvian face peeler and the missing people remains unknown. Camping gone wrong. This went horribly wrong for them. While on a camping trip, they stopped by a stream to freshen up when something growled at them from behind the trees. A large creature was seen, but the teenagers were too frightened, so they started running. Whatever this large creature was ran past them and got caught on camera, disappearing in the dense forest. It looked suspiciously like a Sasquatch with unusually long arms and huge hands, or it was something even more elusive, and perhaps even more dangerous. Nightmarish encounter. It was a quiet night when a motion-triggered surveillance camera recorded something truly unnerving. At first glance, it appeared to be a shadow behind a tree, but the longer you looked, the more disturbing it became. A pale, warped figure emerged slightly, its twisted body barely discernible in the darkness. The footage left viewers debating whether it was a ghost, an unknown cryptid, or something far darker. Its movements were slow but deliberate, as though it was aware of being watched, but unbothered by it. The chilling footage offers no answers, only haunting questions about what was captured lurking in the night. Sea monster. This fishing trip reeled in something that wasn't even supposed to be real. A couple on the bay of Sanibel Island, Florida, saw the entire river surface forming unusual waves. It was as if something insanely large was swimming right below them. Strange patterns were observed when finally this was caught jumping out of the water. This sea monster was as thick as a tree trunk, if not more, as it disturbed the entire riverbed, only to vanish beneath the surface, and according to the couple, it looked like a 20-foot anaconda, which many believe to be impossible. Shadowy watcher. Exploring an abandoned building deep in the woods, a woman decided